Welcome to the first video in our series providing an overview of the Southwestern North Carolina Opportunity Initiative. In this video, a regional perspective, we'll take a look at the Southwestern region. We live in one of the most rural regions in the eastern United States, and this quality puts us at a distance from nearby metropolitan areas. This puts us in a unique position compared to other rural regions, where access to nearby metropolitan centers can help offset the social and economic disadvantages of isolation. Instead, this provides us with a different set of challenges when approaching potential strategies for economic development, transportation options, and environmental protection. Otherwise, these challenges and strategies would differ even from those that might be used in a rural region that has a city at its center. When looking at the region, notice that mountain ridges and passes separate the region's settlement areas, with these towns occupying the lower-lying valley. Here, the county boundaries often follow ridgelines, separating populations by these natural divides. As a result, counties and even towns tend to look at themselves more as independent entities than as parts of an entire region. Consider this GIS map from the opt-in Interactive Maps viewer. With the elevation layer turned on, the white color indicates land with the highest elevation, while the green and light greens indicate the lowest. But the widely recognized challenges to prosperity and community health from the separation have qualified the counties and towns in our region for higher degrees of support from the state and federal government, especially with regard to infrastructure, such as transportation, water, and sewer. However, changes in political and economic environments in both Raleigh and Washington have heightened the sense of uncertainty about future support at similar levels. Further complicating a regional identity and regional transportation planning is the fact that clusters of counties tend to face in different directions. The middle counties of the region value their connections to the south and Atlanta, while Haywood County faces east to Asheville. But despite being a day's drive to these large metro areas, our green island at the southwesternmost part of the state will continue to maintain its character. This is largely due to the region's landscape and the dominant types of land ownership. But even with limited land use restrictions, development in this region has occurred for the most part in valleys and will most likely continue to do so. This is particularly due to topography, as the valleys provide fewer barriers or challenges for growth than on the steep mountain slopes. These land use maps show how the landscape changes from 1976 to 2010. The brown indicates protected lands, green are the rural lands, and the white shows the patterns of development. It is in these valley nodes and corridors between them where most of the region's jobs are found. Access to services and commercial prosperity in the region has always depended upon proximity. The last half-century or so of cheap gas, easy auto and home financing, and generous infrastructure funding by the state and federal governments allowed for spreading out homes and commercial enterprises without paying much of a penalty in costs and convenience. Within the region, population and job growth are unevenly distributed among the counties. So are the capacities for economic development sectors. Cherokee County, for instance, has more flat land suitable for manufacturing and agriculture, while Haywood County may have more suitable land for retail or commercial development. In this map showing slope, the green areas show flatter lands while the brown shows steeper slopes at grades greater than 40%. Predominantly rural areas contrast sharply with those that contain a metro center. Comparing a region to our neighbors to the east and the Land of Sky Regional Council containing Asheville, we see that we have about 1.5 times the amount of land area, but that the Land of Sky region has more than twice the number of people, along with more than double the number of jobs. Despite widespread regional concerns about the limited amount of developable land because of federal, state, Cherokee, and land trust holdings, a relatively small percentage of land not restricted in any way has been developed so far. This map shows managed lands in light green and Cherokee lands in pink. Even growth at double the projected numbers is not likely to significantly increase the percentage of total land converted to development, though where development is encouraged to occur is likely to have an impact on other factors related to social, environmental, and economic well-being in each community. Our rural mountain context does provide the region with relief from the worst of the disadvantages of rural life by providing a strong base of revenue opportunities coming from tourism and its related impacts, such as real estate development. The opt-in region is unique in its natural and cultural heritage resources. Located in the southern Appalachian Mountains, among the oldest mountains on Earth, the geology and climate contributes to the region's extraordinary diversity of flora and ecological integrity. A combination of natural and cultural resources provides for scenic landscapes, healthy environments, rich biodiversity, and connections to the past. One of the factors contributing to the region's natural bounty is its high levels of precipitation. This map shows annual average precipitation in 27 counties of western North Carolina from 1981 to 2010, with the green-blue areas having the most precipitation and the beige and brown regions having the least. Notice that the Upton counties in the southwestern area of the map have the highest average levels of precipitation in the entire region. All of this precipitation feeds the numerous lakes, rivers, and streams found throughout the region. The value of water in the region is of vast importance. The first, and perhaps most obvious, benefit of the streams, rivers, and lakes in the Upton region is the ecosystem services they provide, such as clean drinking water. These water resources also provide an array of outdoor recreational activities, including fishing, boating, canoeing, and whitewater rafting. Limited county and regional data are available, but mountain trout fishing has been valued at $174 million, and in 2009, whitewater boating on Nantahala River was valued at $80.3 million, showing that these resources are important to the local economies. Another, perhaps less well-known benefit of the abundant regional water availability is its use as an energy source. There are 22 operating hydroelectric plants located in western North Carolina, 15 of which are found in the Upton region. While hydroelectric generation was only 3% of North Carolina's total energy output in 2012, it accounted for 39% of energy generation in western North Carolina and over 80% in the Upton region. The natural beauty and moderate climate of North Carolina's mountains have proven to be one of this area's greatest economic assets, drawing millions of tourists to enjoy mountain views, hot springs, waterfalls, scenic drives, and pastoral landscapes. Data compiled by the North Carolina Department of Commerce confirms that tourism revenues were on the rise in all 7 counties of the Upton region, with 2011 values ranging from $11.65 million in Clay County to $280.5 million in Swain. One aspect of natural and cultural resources-related tourism that may not be fully appreciated is the link between it and other components of economic development, such as second home construction, retiree migration, and the jobs they generate. Western North Carolina has more than twice the state and national estimates for seasonal or vacation homes. The Upton region specifically contains the majority of Western North Carolina's seasonal homes, possibly due to the natural viewscapes and outdoor recreational opportunities available. When viewing the Upton area from a regional perspective, it's important to consider not only where people work and where they live, but also how they get between the two. There is a considerable amount of commuting across county lines in the region. Some of this commuting is work-related, while some results from the access to services, such as hospitals, restaurants, and other entertainment venues. This map shows the drive times between county seats in the region. The yellow areas are within a 15-minute drive from the county seat, while the cross-hatched areas are 30-minute drives. It's estimated that an average regional commute is 50 miles daily, round trip, for a resident who works outside of his or her county of residence. Let's take a closer look at Graham County to look at the numbers involved in this commuting. In 2011, almost 1,100 people lived outside the community, but commuted jobs in the county. Those people are represented by the dark green circle. The larger, light green circle represents almost the 1,900 people who lived in Graham County, but were employed outside the county. The overlapping area in the middle represents the 881 people who both lived in and worked inside Graham County. Finally, it should be noted that significant health challenges exist in the region and are likely to grow because of demographic trends and lifestyle habits. Many counties have limited access to critical specialty medical resources, such as those for cardiovascular care, cancer treatment, or rehabilitation. To manage these challenges, our region needs to develop a strategic approach to help ensure successful economic growth while maintaining its rich culture and natural beauty. To understand how this might be accomplished, please watch a second video where we'll take a closer look at regional vision for the future. You can always find out more information at www.optonswnc.org. Thanks for watching.